MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago Cubs. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network.
さあ MLB の気象1区でございますと、本日は大谷が、先発で、バッターは、
Dan Plesac, what do you got?
打席の方は2番で入ってます。
What you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Here's the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction.
これはいいバッティング。ありがとうございます。
That's going to be trouble. Simmons racing for second now. This will kick up against the wall now, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Lead-off hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a lead-off double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
さあバッター大谷、日本人同士の対決といきましょう。
Next up, the two-way Japanese import Shohei Ohtani, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Struck him out.
ここは大谷の負け。三振。
And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and 1 gone now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch popped up.
これは
Bryant is there for
内野フライか。初球から振っていったけどダメだった。
2 gone. Here's Justin Upton now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch on its way to Upton. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's going to get down out there. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat, which means it's definitely worth looking at on show track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen. Into the box now, Justin Bour. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Bour tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Ready with the 0-1.
Popped him up.
いやー、これも打ち上げたか。
Is there. And the inning is over.
しかしね、アッポンのタイムリーヒッ
One
ト
in the
で
inning here for the Angels on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the
は
bottom half of inning number 1. Angels are out in front, 1-0.
お
Shohei Ohtani is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings. Hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Upton's under it. He's
こ
got it
こは
one
初球
away.
から打ってもらってレフトフライ。
And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
So one away here with the bases empty. And into bat next is Albert Almora. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been
いや
playing
嬉し
really
い
well right
3 球
now.
で
And,
仕留められ
and
た
this
の
is
これ
case
はあり
in
が
point.
たい。
Chance to jump out again to another 1-0
That's
lead.
true.
They've really been doing that. They've been on
The third
attack,
baseman.
early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's
ちょっ
working
と
for
で
them.
も際どいところに放ってるんねんけど真ん中寄りになってるのがちょっと怖い。
And 2 gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
立ち上がりいいピッチングです。ありがとうございます。
Digging in now, Zach Cozart. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play.
思ったよりダルビッシュは悪くないね。1点は取ったものの。
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he jumps on this one. It's high and
伸び
deep
て
to
ますよ
center.
伸びてますよあいたホームランありがとうございますコザートだこれで2対0
So it's a solo shot to dead center.
これは
Homer
嬉し
number
い
5 on the year, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
ありがとうございます Yes
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
スライダーが完全に真ん中に入ってきたか
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Ripped on the
That's a
ground.
thing.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
ライト前ヒット
Boy, D-Roy, the
ノー
game
アウ
of
トランナ
baseball
ー
has
一
changed.
塁
There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he
さあ
smoked the
先
other
発
way.
のダル
Yeah,
ビッ
you
シュ
have
を
to
攻め
keep
て
your
ます
front
よ
shoulder tough right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. LaStella was once employed by the team he's trying to beat in this one. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, you mentioned he's playing his former club, and that can get tricky sometimes. I don't know if he's going to dinner with these guys after the game, or he showed up here with an axe to grind.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Luke Roy aboard here at first with nobody out. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Line drive to center field.
これはセンターフライライナーかな。センターライナーだ。
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Here's Peter Borges standing in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Here comes the first pitch. Swing high drive, left field and deep. That'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit.
さあここでワンアウト二塁三塁のところでコーチが出てきてダルビッシュに何か言ってる感じ。
Coming to the plate now, Andrelton Simmons. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
ダルビッシュの調子が良くないね。
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball one.
さあここはチャンスなんでランナー返していきたいところ。よっしゃーナイスバッチ。オッケー抜けていきました。オッケー。
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
Here comes the runner from third.
Hey,
and that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark, does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
ナイスバッティング。これでもきっとね、犠牲フライ打てるのがやっぱり安心株の大谷さん。さあノックアウトしていきたいね。もう
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. Comes set with the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1 misses off the plate.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-2.
平行カウントからの打ち上げてしまったライトフライ。
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
さあここはアウト。
3 runs on
さあ
4
しかし
hits,
ね、
no
エンゼル
errors
ス
and a man
3
left
点
on.
追加という
We'll
こ
go
と
to
で、
the bottom
4
half of
対
inning
0
number 2.
エンゼ
The
ルスの
Halos
4点
lead
リード
this
でご
one
ざいます。
4-0. So in now for
さあ回は
Chicago,
2回の
Javier
裏でござい
Baez,
ます。
last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan LaCroix can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
おお、3割バッター。
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the
タイミングが合っ
dirt.
てない感じだね。
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 to Schwarber. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side.
も
And it eats him
う
up
落
a
とす
bit.
なよバカ野郎お前は。
Yeah, and with 2 outs, the pitcher was mentally in the dugout
や
already.
ってんだよ。
Now he's got to
クソ
regroup and find a way to get out of this. Hard not to feel for the guy.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
放送してる大谷さんに申し訳ないと思わないか今のチーム全く。
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired.
さあここも
One
ね
left
ラ
for
ン
the
ナーを出しま
Cubs.
したけど
They
も
trail here
しっかりとございま
4-0.
した。
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. He came through with an RBI single in
さあ
his
ダルビ
last
ッシュは
at-bat.
今のところ
Even
4
though
失
they're
点
up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
さあ3回のピッチング。
Here comes the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is a letter high fastball swung on and missed.
just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2 fouled off. Line
いやー、こ
shot
こ
to
はファースト
first,
ライ
and
ナー
there's
か
one
抜けなかっ
away.
た。いやーでも当たりは良かったぞ。流したけ
So
ど
with
ね。
one away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Ready now for LA. Justin Bour so far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1 pitch. And
い
that one
った
got
ー
a
い
piece of
危ない。おいおいおい、
Well,
ちょ
as
っ
a
とボーア
pitcher,
さんが
you
怒り
never
気味
want to hit a guy,
だ
but
ぞ。
he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate. So maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
In now, Zach Cozart, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Strike 2 swinging just down in front of the slider.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 1-2 misses low. Good take on the curveball
よく見た
there.
今のは。ストライク取られててもおかしくなかったですよ。
Full count now, 3-2.
さあフルカウ
We
ント。
could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Line drive to
こ
center
れは
field.
センターフライか。
Almora is there, 2 gone.
Next for the Angels.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that brings in Jonathan Lucroy. First pitch of the at-bat.
行くなら初球から。
No balls and a strike to count.
これはちょっと早かった
Leads
か。
off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop.
ボーアさんが走ってくれました。ありがとうございます。
And he'll make it to second here as he's moved into scoring position now after the passed ball.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Meow.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Angels leave 1. They lead it 4-0.
おっと
Leading
ダ
off
ルビ
the
ッシュ
inning,
か
you Darvish.
まだ
And
ダル
they'll
ビッシ
need
ュさ
him
ん
to
投げるん
get
です
something
ね
going here.
You. Darvish.
The pitch.
ダルビッ
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, one away.
Well, you know, AL pitchers must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pulled toward right center field. Borges is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. A little bit outside. 2-1. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The second base.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy La Stella. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. First pitch coming, here it is. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Peter Borges. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons.
3 ボールのストライク。
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9 hole of getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Standing in, Andrelton Simmons.
さあ
He
バッタ
singled
ー
his last
今
time
日
up.
は当たってます。
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. One and 0 pitch on the way. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. High in the air down the right field line.
これはファウルボールか。
But this is going to wind up a foul
一
ball.
塁線に逃げていきました。
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Runners on the move for second. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Pitch popped
こ
up.
れはいいところに落ちた。ナイスバッテ
And that'll
ィング。
get down for a base hit.
オーケー。
And they'll have runners at the
ワンアウ
corners
トラ
following
ン
the
ナ
one-out
ー
single.
三塁。
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a
しぶとい当たり
really
やねこれ。
good pitch, and yet this guy's so
Nice
big and so
batting.
strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
さあバッター大谷さんでございます。3打席目。
Into the box, Shohei Ohtani. Out in front of it, strike one. And they're runners at the corners now. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss.
こ
That's
こは
strike 3.
カーブが当たんなかった。三振か。
Now batting, Mike Trout. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. From the stretch. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are...
A swing and a
ここも
miss.
カット
That
ボールか。
retires the
高めを
side,
振らされ
and
た感
that
じで終わ
will
りま
do
し
it.
た。
Angels strand a
一
couple,
三塁
but
残
they
塁で終
hold
わ
a
りまし
4-0 lead.
た。4対0、エンジェルスが点リードです。
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He sets the lead
さあ
us
4
off
回
in the
の裏
home
の
half of the 4th inning.
大谷のピッチングを見ていきます。
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Borges is there.
Yeah,
Looks it
okay.
into his glove, and there's one gone.
ライトフライ。
Now batting.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
またレフト寄
Cubs
り
to
や
this
ね。
point have yet to break into the hit column. Hit the other way out toward right field. Borges on the run.
風に流されすぎだぞこれ。マジか、そんな流されるもんなの。
And he's in
め
there
ちゃ
at
くちゃ
third
今
with a
風に流
run
された
triple.
ぞ。
Well, that's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one as he hustles into third.
なんだこ
We'll see
れ。
if it leads to their first run here. Sometimes a single drip will start a flood.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Bryant takes his lead at third with one away. 1-1 pitch is a splitter, called strike two. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Start things with a splitter outside for ball one. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
The 1-2. Okay, and missed. He got him on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, Justin Upton. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away.
さあ、ピッチャーの方は投げさせておこうか。
Chopped at the plate.
いやー、前に転がったか。
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
満たされた感じで。
Now at the plate, Justin Bohr. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is a slider taken for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Lined hard
これは
toward right center.
飛びすぎたか。
And he will
飛びすぎ
run this
た。
one down.
そ
A
う
good read off the bat for the
セン
second
ターライ
out.
ナーか。
The third baseman, number 7.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the former All-Star Zach Cozart. First offering on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting onion. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Mike Montgomery will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Standing in now, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Count remains at 0-2. high in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Line toward
さあ
right
これはちょっ
center.
と渋い当たりだぞ。 OK ナイスバッティング。センター前ヒット。
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Stepping in now, Tommy La Stella.
いやー打ち上げてしまった。ファーストフライ。
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the
長
inning
い
is
攻
over.
撃でしたけども結局の
Angels
ところ
strand a
ダメだっ
couple,
た。まあ
but
ダルビ
they're
ッシュ
in
はね
front
もう
4 to
降板
nothing.
になったんでね。さあ大谷を何回まで使おうかだな。
Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
0-1 the count. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's
ホームラン入っちゃったね。
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
いやー1点返されたね。
In now, Wilson Contreras. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
OK こ
Struck
こ
him
は
out,
三
and he
振。
becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Man, this
バラード。
guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Descalso behind 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit out towards second. LaStella has it.
Okay,
2 down.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line to the right side. Borges is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Angels 4 and the Cubs 1. Brad Brock is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 29.
Into the box now, Peter Borges. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line towards center field. He dives.
Yeah,
did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Fine play. But a terrific diving catch in left center field.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 7.
So here now's the pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Towards second. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. First pitch of the at-bat. Clearly fooled there on the slider.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
You know, D-Roll, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Standing in now, Justin Upton. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him. Ohtani at second, Trout on at first with 2 down. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And a slider swung on and missed in the side is retired. Angels strand a couple as they hold on to him. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ben Zobrist. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Therefore it's Borges, and he's got it for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Albert Almora. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Fouled away. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. The 0-2 once more. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Here's Chris Bryant now. He tripled last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball swung on and missed.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Ground ball right side. Moore has it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Xavier Cedeno is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So coming to the plate, Justin Bour. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Cedeno has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Ready with the 1-1. And it's fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Zach Kozar will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. hard on the ground towards short.
これはショートゴロ。
On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's set and the pitch. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Angels go down 1-2.
ってくるね、しかし。
Now to the plate, Javier Baez. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them.
まあ、
They
大
just
谷はもう
haven't
体
had
力がないので
consistently
ね、
good at bats.
これ以上の
Luis
故障に
Garcia
流れ
gets
か
the
ねないの
call
で、
from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Garcia.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Garcia, the former Philly, he was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
He's set. Here it comes. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Set to deliver the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here's the 0-2. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kyle Schwarber. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
ここも抑えましたと。
3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More base. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Steve Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41, Steve Cishek.
さあ、ここで
Into the box now, Tommy LaStella. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
サイドスローですか。またゆっくりしたところから来るね。
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
本当に外野の守備範囲が広い。
Into the box, Peter Borges. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Baez has it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. From the stretch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Angels are gone in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The 0-1 on its way. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first down. Standing in, David Bodie. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1 on its way. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Here comes the payoff pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. High in the air out towards shallow right. Borges has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3. David Fletcher will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here.
Fletcher.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0 home is a fastball thrown by him for a strike.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Seared down the first baseline.
Okay, nice batting.
Reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Stepping in now, Mike Trout. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Fletcher on at first, nobody out.
Mata. もうでも早すぎるのか。
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. And that misses for ball four. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So here's the cleanup. Justin Upton, he went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch on its way to Upton. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
なんで当たんないんだかわかんない。
And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Count even at 2-2. Hard hit to first. Onto the shortstop.
OK さようならありがとうございます。これは助かった。いやー、ファーストの悪送球、これはラッキー。まあでもね、飛びついて取ってからのだったもんね。これはちょっときついかも。いやー、ありがたい。非常にありがたい。ああ、これでダメ押し点が入ったんじゃないか。
Into the box, Justin Bohr, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is a fastball that misses.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
The third baseman,
Pedro Strop enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Zach Kozar will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this one's flying to the backstop. And he will score from third. A daring move as he scores on what ought to be called a wild pitch.
Man, he's out there trying to throw strikes and give his guys a chance to come back and maybe win this thing, but that wild pitch and the insurance run it allows to score certainly aren't helping matters in the slightest.
The 1-2 is a slider taken in the dirt.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. Not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
3得点、もう勝ったも同然だってな感じですね。
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dan Jennings, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on straight.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Stepping up now, Albert Almora. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and it's even at 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. So a full count now. Chris Bryant will be next. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Ready for another shot now. Chris Bryant. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Line hard into left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
うまいことしたな今の。
Ready now, Javier Baez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as they're 2 apart now. At the plate, Anthony Rizzo, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he gets 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-1 the final today. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Shohei Ohtani gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
さあ今日はね日本人同士の投げ合いということで大谷さんとダルビッシュの投げ合いからスタートしましたということで見ていきますと、さあ1回からダルビッシュのピッチングあまり良くなかったのかね攻め立てることができました。小沢とのホームランで2点目。
And remind you to please drive home safely.
さあここもねタイムリーヒットやらなんやらかんやらで3点目ということで、大谷さんもね6回まで投げてホームラン1本打たれたんかな、1失点ね。6回まで投げちゃまあホームラン1本だったらいいか。安打数もあのホームラン1本だけだったと2安打かな、2安打1失点かな。まあということで全然いい内容でございます。6回まで投げてくれたんでしっかり。さあこれも超ファインプレーですよ。横飛びすごいね。さあこれも横っ飛びだけどここから悪送球でね1点追加。これも9回の表なんでねもうダメの視点が入ったようなもんですよと思って、もうここからバタバタっとね、崩れてくれてこの回3得点9回3得点入って これもね、ワイルドピッチで1点もらったんでね、ラッキーだった。ワイルドピッチと、あとはあれか、犠牲フライか。ね、しっかりアクションが返って、これで7対1。ダメのダメのダメ押しって感じですね。さあ、ランナー1、2塁までね、背負ったんですけども、最後、抑えのピッチャー入れて、三振取って終わりっていうことでございます。そうやね、2安打やね。素晴らしい。ということで、長いロードの初戦とりあえず取りましたということでね、またね、次回もやっていきたいと思いますので、よかったら見に来てください。それでは皆さんさよなら。バイバイ。